Hello, financial fans. It was a good week for investors this past week, especially Thursday and Friday made things look pretty promising for the remainder of the year. We have a potential Santa Claus rally that might start before Thanksgiving, but we will have to wait and see. And there's always the possibility of a surprise that could send the market upward, downward, or anything without us being prepared for it. And I am not a financial advisor, and any money that is invested in stocks can be lost. Take a look at the spiders, the S&P 500 year to date. Year to date, the S&P 500 stocks down 15.88%. The NASDAQ 100, IOO, the NASDAQ 100 top stocks, down 15.09% for the year to date. The Qs, which is the NASDAQ overall, how NASDAQ is not doing too well, down 33.44% for the year. And my portfolio is down for the year, down 12.16%, so I'm doing better than the spiders and the NASDAQ 100 and the NASDAQ total. And one index is beating my performance and the other index performances, and is looking like it might finish in the green if things keep going well for it. Had a really good day yesterday. The diamonds, the Dow 30, and that index is down 5.71 year to date, so it has a good chance of climbing up to positive territory before the year is over, as do all stocks, but some are more likely than others to make it back above the red ink area. Going to look at some stocks here that are promising. As I say, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you're looking for stocks that have good numbers, we shall begin with BHP, which is BHP Group Limited. And the column on the left, 2/3 of the way down, 52-week range, $46.28 to $71.06, a wide range, and it's pretty much in the middle at its current price of $58 and a nickel per share. The average volume, a little over 4 million shares trade every day, and this stock is considered to be near fair value by the people over at Yahoo. Yahoo has wonderful financial pages, and I thank Yahoo for letting us use these pages to do a little bit of analysis of the stocks. We'll look in the column in the middle on the third item down. PE ratio 6.82 for BHP Group Limited, and that's very good. That's under 10, and anything under 10 is a pretty good PE ratio for investors. Earnings per share, look at there, $8.51. They're earning money. And we look down a little further, forward dividend and yield, 11.94, almost 12% interest. That's a very good yield, and they get that with $6.50, so they've still got money left over for their earnings per share. The 1-year target estimate for BHP is $69.33. And next we look at Cotera Energy, an energy stock. Energy should do well for the rest of this year anyway. We'll see what happens. $28.45, the closing price on Friday. And the 52-week range for Cotera, CTRA is the symbol. The 52-week range, $18.39, way down there, to $36.55. It's closer to the high than it is to the low, but it's got plenty of headroom. Looking good there. Average volume, about 8 million shares trade every day, and this stock is considered to be near fair value. The PE ratio 5. That's a very good PE ratio. And the earnings per share $5.69. The forward dividend and yield, which they get from $2.49, is the dividend, and the yield is 9%, a little over 9%, 9.04%. And the 1-year target estimate, $36.46. That looks like it's very possible from the current price of $28.45. And we move on to Ecopetrol SA, and the symbol is EC, $9.95. The price per share at closing, but then it went down a little further to $9.91 per share. And the 52-week range, $8.59 to $19.81, so it's closer to the low than it is to the high. Average volume, about 1.5 million shares trade each day, and this stock is definitely considered to be undervalued. The PE ratio, 3.13. Earnings per share, $3.18, and they're using $1.49 of that $3.18. $1.49 goes to the forward dividend and yield, and that comes out to about 15%. And 15% is a way of beating the inflation woes that have been plaguing not only the stock market but prices in general. 14.98% dividend yield on this one. 1-year target estimate $15.08, which would be a huge increase in price. And the next stock we'll look at, SFL, $10.47 is the closing price. Went up to $10.50 after hours per share. The 52-week range, $7.64 was the low, and $11.60 was the high, so it's closer to the high than it is to the low. Average volume under 1 million shares. I usually like to have 1 million shares, but this is pretty close. 918,768 shares traded average volume, and it did exceed the 1 million shares on Friday. The PE ratio, third item in the middle column, 6.31, under 10. That's a very nice PE ratio. Earnings per share, $1.66, and they're using 92 cents from that to get a yield of 8.79%. 1-year target, hopefully a lucky $13 per share. And I thank you very much for watching.